It's over there. I want to go over there, but that's not happening apparently. Right, let's just hug a tree instead. What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more Scrap Mechanic, and before I start today, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's been supporting not only my channel so far, but also the Beast Mech on the Steam Workshop. We made it to the front page for a very brief time, but we made it, and it was awesome. I was lucky enough to record it while I could because it was gone soon after, but still just thank you so much. I believe the subscriber count on that is over 9,000, so it's awesome. It's over 9,000, and yeah, but now let's get into the creations. Alright, so first up is this. This is a Republic cruiser from Star Wars, from what I believe. Again, sometimes I've been featuring some things like something I know is not a Star Destroyer now, but I knew back then, or I didn't know back then, rather, that it was not a Star Destroyer, and people went off. Like, people actually got kind of angry and yelled at me a lot, so I just want to say I'm sorry if this is not a Republican cruiser, but that's what the title says, and that's why I say it. Let me get that thing down from there. I should maybe have picked a more convenient space to take off from, but it's fine. So let's get in here. Let's see what is in here. Ooh, is this like a command bridge or something? We got a lot of computers here and there. We got some switches. Are any of these hooked up to anything? No. How about over here? No. This one? Are any of these hooked up at all? No! And in here we got this. This looks like it may lead up there, like it's a hatch that's supposed to go up there or something. It looks to me it also could fit right here, so maybe that is the case. Can I maybe whop this into place? Whop it into place? That's a new thing. It doesn't want to whop into place. It's fine. Let's see about these plants over here, though. We got 2 plants and a dining room. Okay, interesting, so very simplistic, but it's nice that there's more rooms, you know. They still got a break area. So what the hell do I do here? Like, there's a sensor, maybe I need to just trigger that, and whoa, what the hell? Okay, so I had to stop talking for a while because the train was rolling by outside, but this is an elevator, I believe. Yes, exactly. And now we're up here. That's awesome. So this would be the cockpit. I've tried to key map this so that I can understand it a little bit myself, because it's a little bit confusing when it's just these, these numbers up here. I'm just testing out the controls that I put onto this. Or at least key mapped it to. So that can lean. This can also lean. That is perfect. That is perfect. Okay, that's awesome. For those of you guys confused about what's going on, I know it may be a little bit confusing. What I tried to do is to key map everything to my own sort of comprehension, meaning that I could fly this a lot better and not actually crash all the time. And you know what? I feel like it's going pretty good. The only thing that's just a little bit missing, well, okay, I'm hanging out the side there, but the only thing that's kind of missing, whoa, oh god, wait, you're not supposed to do that. You're not. Go the other way. I completely forgot what I was about to say. I think we hit something. Alright, so I'm officially stuck up here, so I guess the only real way for us to get down is just to deactivate the engines, and then that would be that, right? So, okay, yeah, we're definitely falling now. Creative way of getting down, and in case you don't want to get stuck inside of the ship, I would highly recommend, oh my god, that's tall, okay? That is freaking tall. Timber! This could go on for a while. Well, it's actually quite a cool creation. It is really, really cool. And also, it does get you from A to B in no time, as the creator said. Oh god, I just realized I can't go backwards. What am I doing? We're right back to where we started. Well, damn it, this doesn't vote good. Let's just try this again. I'm gonna try to, to actually fly this and not crash so much, because I want to show you guys how it does. And I myself am also just a tiny bit curious about how this is gonna work. So let me just slide over here. I guess the back motor thing there is gonna, or the engine is just gonna hit the wall, and then, okay, I was hoping it would bounce us out, but no, apparently not. We're stuck again. Well, that deserves a better place, so let me just, oh, by the way, this looks incredibly big out here. Like, that tiny door compared to that huge ship, dude, amazing creation. But anyways, let's just put that down there, there we go, that's better. I kind of like how it has little feet. I mean, I know it's the landing gear, but still, it looks like feet. Also, I figured out how to close the doors. There's a switch right here that I completely overlooked before. Is this? Yes, this is the correct way. Oh, god damn it. I keep on getting stuck on the corners of chairs, not too sure why. Alright, so let's fly this again. Let's go up here, and I guess this one would be... Okay, so that's the correct way there. And then to go forwards, that would be B. Okay, see, I gotta remember how I key map this myself. And actually, I see one of those platforms all the way over here, because I can make out that pillar thing there. Yeah, so I want to go over there and try to land it. Okay, not so good. It's over there. I want to go over there, but that's not happening apparently. Right, let's just hug a tree instead. Well, can we still take off from here? We should be able... Oh, god damn it. This is not working as intended, okay? At least not from my point of view. Like, I know it works as intended because it's just me fucking up some of the key mapping on the controls. And also now I am used to inverted steering, or what would technically be considered as normal steering when it comes to planes, because I've been building a lot in this siege. But now I have key mapped this to have the original thing that I was used to, and now that's not working anymore. So this time I'm just checking out the key mapping because I have changed a few things. That should now, yes, that should now go down, and it does. And that one goes technically up. It takes a little while. I think it has something to do with the weight distribution of the ship itself. But either way, let's go over here because I still want to try to land on that little patch down there. Okay, so just hovering ever so slightly. Would it just count if I just smash down onto the thing? I don't think it would. I really don't think it would, but you know what? I may not have any other choice at this point. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. This is going too far. This is going way too far. Let's deactivate the engines. God damn it, I was pressing the wrong button. Now we're in the woods somewhere. This is not how I wanted it to turn out at all. You know what? I'm going to try one more time, and then we're going to move on to the next thing. But this one I really like already. It is an amazing ship. Whoa, okay, coming down there. All right, so let's do this one last time. It's right over there. I just want to get right down there. Maybe this is gonna... No, it's not gonna work. Activate engines, and then deactivate it, and hopefully I can just get in there somehow. This is not even close. You know what? It touched it. No, goddammit, that was not good enough. I got to get it onto the platform there, so just that, I guess. A little bit more. Land it somehow. Well, shit. Good. Oh, hell yes. Oh, hell to the yes, guys. Look at this. Oh, God, I don't even know. This looks so freaking amazing. So badass and so big. Oh, God, it's so big. That's what she said, but it's so freaking big. Also, I have gotten a tank sent to me before, but I could not get it to work, and I told the developer, and he resent it to me, and sorry to say, but I still can't get it to work, and I don't know what it is. I spawn in a flat world, and before there was lag, there wasn't any lag anymore, but now there was still not any creation. So maybe if you can put that creation on the workshop instead, then I can try it out. Also, there wasn't really too much of a description on this. It only said that you would stand back here in front of the sensor. Also, that is an awesome gun right there. I think, okay, it's on the lift. I know that much, so maybe something opens whenever we get off the lift. But I just want to show you this too, because there's a little seat down here. Also, what the hell is that bearing doing there? Either way, if I go off right now, I will pop up. Yes, I knew it. I would pop up into the tank. But I'm an idiot here because I didn't take it off the lift. So let's just go ahead and do that. Is there any way that I can just get out very, very easily? Yes. Okay, right. And then this right here does absolutely nothing, but we can still get up. Okay, that's pretty good. So this one is, okay, that's closing it, obviously. What happened? Oh, I see. So now I can use this. That is awesome. So here it is. I like how the main one is, well, okay, red. Yeah, there it is. Red. So what does 1 and 2 do? Okay, so 2 goes forwards. I'm not too sure what 1 does, but I think, oh, that is so cool. Also because it actually moves on the terrain really well. Why did we stop? Okay, this is what number 1 does. It just opens and closes that. I really want to see how this one does on the terrain, because just look at how the tracks are completely independent. Like, they're not... I mean, I don't even know how to describe it, but it is working so well on terrain, and I really, really love the way that it's just almost kind of taken the shape of the terrain as it's going over it, and I think that's a really huge accomplishment, especially for such a big creation. Alright, let's get over to the smaller hills over here, so let's see how it does. Again, it is just flying over terrain that it shouldn't necessarily be really good at driving on. Oh, okay, you know what? I want to find a hill like that and test it out again. And also 13 frames per second, but it is alright. It is a really big creation, and it is only to be assumed that it is a little bit laggy. So here, again, just how they're basically independent of each other. Like, they don't break. That's the good part about it. Well, nothing breaks in Scrap Mechanic because it can't. That's not how the physics engine works, but it's awesome. That's what I'm saying. Like, it has no trouble of going over any terrain whatsoever. How about this over here? Let's see this, by the way. There's a lot of rocks, and this, I don't know if it's actually designed to... Okay, I would imagine not anymore. Alright, can I squeeze my fat ass through here? Yes, I can. Alright, so let's deactivate that again. And here we get a real good idea of how this one does on a more rough terrain, on a more... diversified terrain, maybe. I don't even know how the hell I should describe this, but just look at that. I mean, it is keeping itself up, and I'm not using the boosters right now, as you can see. Also, I'm so sorry about the frame rate, but this is the best that I can do as of this moment whenever I'm trying to test it on terrain. I don't know why there's so much foliage, because that would seem to drag a lot of power, right? Alright, it seems to be a little better out here. I worry when I think that 15 frames per second all of a sudden looks smooth, because it doesn't. Like, it looks absolutely horrible. Alright, so I got stuck here again. I just need to pry myself out. There we go. I'm free. So there's a sensor here. Oh, now that is cool. Top, and I can jump in, and I can, oh, no, there we go. So this is the hatch that I saw before that I was kind of wondering about, and this is apparently the tank shots. So that is what you do here. I guess you can, yes, of course you can now roll this from side to side. That is exactly what I wanted. I think the only way out of here is just this, like just go up the roof. Like, it's a weird thing, but just go through the roof, you know, you'll be fine. So I love this. I really, really love this. Not only because there's huge guns and it really looks like a beast, but it's so freaking badass. That's the thing. And the terrain, I mean, forget about it. It eats terrain for breakfast. That's a weird thing to say, but it had no issues going over all the small humps and everything. It was scooting out just a little bit whenever we tilted it on its side over there in the swamp, but yeah, it works, and it works very, very good. And this was only a matter of time before this arrived in Scrap Mechanic. This is Flappy Mechanic. I just lost, I think. I just messed it all up. Actually, I don't even need to do anything. Okay, there I go. God damn it. This guy must have a huge headache. But still, I could see this as a ride at an amusement park or something, and I've also seen a lot of amusement park themes like out there in Scrap Mechanic. Also, the Ferris wheel, that looks really cool, and maybe I want to check that out in a later episode as well. But yeah, we're doing pretty okay here. We're actually not doing too bad, considering that I can't lose or anything. I mean, this is clearly losing, like I just lost right now. But still, it works, like, and you can just continue on forever. And even the small humps, don't worry about it. As soon as you go down to the floor, like right there, you're just gonna get carried right over it. And then let's go up and then release. Oh god, I think I'm stuck for a second. There we go. Alright, this is pretty damn good. So this was just a small little extra mini game sort of thing. I would love for this to be in a huger version, like a really, really freaking big version with a lot of these too. Oh god, what the hell happened there? It seems to me it broke apart. Hang on a second. Let's just stay there. I want to take a look at this because this does not look right. To me, this looks like half a block is missing. Is that a thing? Can that even happen? Like, I have no freaking clue. Okay, yeah, so missing half a block here. That's pretty cool. But I guess I just wanted to show this off. A little bit of an extra thing that I think maybe would be really cool is if you had sensors on each and every single one of these obstacles and then had thrusters on the bottom and on the top of this sort of concealed, just like the floor is right now because there's a block of dirt. But then just hook it up to the sensors, and then wherever you would die on an obstacle, there would be flames and you would burn, and it would sort of be official. Sort of a special effects thing, just a thought. But either way, guys, thank you everybody so much for watching some more Scrap Mechanic. I'm gonna have to cut it here. Again, if you want to send me any creations, then TBB in front of the name, and if they ever get featured, then TBB da. I've seen two with what the hell is it, with the TBB in front, but I wanted a little bit more so we could have like maybe 4 or 6 creations in an episode alone. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed Scrap Mechanic. Again, send me as many creations as you want, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.